have to tell the Writers Guild that. I don't have to tell SAG-AFTRA that because you just won a big strike in 2023. I don't have to tell New York unions that because New York unions have built this into a union town generation after generation after generation. There are more of us than there are of them. There are more people who believe in this country than there are of them, and we are going to win. The people who need to hear this are the executives in this building because they need to understand that this period in American life is not going to last forever. And when it's over, we are going to have some hard questions about what kind of courage you displayed in this moment. So now I'm going to turn this over to somebody who fights for our communities every day, Comptroller Brad Lander.
All right, we're out here with a message to Bob Iger, is that right? We're going to say, bring Jimmy back. 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 I want to say thank you to Sam and to Writers Guild of America for standing up for freedom of speech. That is a proud New York City tradition. New York is a union town. New York is a free speech town. New York is an immigrant town. I was proud to be out there yesterday along with Claire Valdez and about 100 other New Yorkers who put our bodies on the line to say we're not going to be silent while they're abducting our neighbors. And I am proud to be out here this morning with all of you to say we are not going to be silent while you try to silence freedom of speech for Jimmy Kimmel, for comedians, for news folks, or for anybody else. And you know, we talked yesterday about why that tradition New York City has of welcoming immigrant New Yorkers is a historic New York City tradition. Well, freedom of speech is a historic New York City tradition. Just about 300 years ago, a printer named John Peter Zenger opened up a printing shop. He's a German immigrant here in New York City. And the governor of New York at that time in 1734, Governor Cosby was his name, he tried to shut down Zenger's printing press and arrest Zenger. And you know what? A grand jury of New Yorkers refused to indict him because New Yorkers show up for freedom of speech. And we are continuing that tradition today. Writers Guild of America organizes to protect its workers. Let's hear it for the rights of union workers to be able to get paid for the work you do. And Writers Guild of America continues that New York City tradition strong 300 years later, that when tyrants come, and whether they're tyrants like that Governor Cosby in 1734, or they're tyrants like Brendan Carr, or they're tyrants like Donald Trump, we show up to demand freedom of speech. We will not let you erode democracy. And then when cowardly CEOs, just thinking about their own pocket, think, you know what, maybe a little sacrifice of our democracy is fine, we show up immediately to say, no effing way are you going to start firing comedians who do just what everybody in the business is supposed to do. Use satire, hold up a mirror, say what's true, communicate, do not let tyrants silence us. And that's why I'm proud to be out here with you guys this morning. It is a message to Brendan Carr, it is a message to Donald Trump, it is a message to all New Yorkers, but for today, it's mostly a message to Disney executives, including Bob Iger. You can fix this right quick and show which side you're on by doing one simple thing right now. Bring Jimmy back! 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 Bring Jimmy back!
Next we're going to hear from Assemblymember Rosenthal. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone.
I'm going to pass the bullhorn to Assemblymember Valdez.
Hey, hello, good morning. My name is Claire Valdez. I'm an Assembly member representing Queens on the 37th District. But before that, I was a proud member of UAW Local 2110. And what my union taught me, when every union teaches its workers, is that it's not about one of us, it is about all of us. My union taught me how to fight, and it taught me that when my employer, Columbia University, didn't have the backbone that it needed to protect its workers, like it's doing right now by selling out its students, by selling out its faculty, by selling out its workers against the Trump administration, it is the workers' jobs to have the spine. And so I'm proud to be here with WGA, with Writers Guild, standing for the workers who are in the front lines against the fascist takeover that is Donald Trump's administration. Because they are coming after our workers. Whether you're a foreign worker upstate trying to organize for immigrants' rights and fair wages, they are coming after them. They're coming after our immigrant neighbors here and deporting them and retaliating them for organizing for the lives that we deserve. They're coming after our members who are speaking truth to power and exercising the free speech rights that we all hold dear. This is the fight that the labor movement is built for, and so I'm so proud to be here with you all on the picket line. This does not end today. It probably won't end tomorrow. We will be out here again and again as long as it takes, because workers deserve it all. Solidarity forever.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce Councilmember Carmen De La Rosa.
Hello, Writers Guild. Hello, SAG-AFTRA. I'm Councilmember Carmen De La Rosa, and I'm your labor chair in the City Council. Is labor in the house? Woo! Always and forever in solidarity with our siblings in labor. Let me say this. We know what corporate greed looks like. We know what an affront to democracy looks like. And this is the perfect example of what happens when those two things combine to silence democracy. We are sending a message loud and clear to Disney, ABC, and all the other corporate CEOs that are looking to take advantage of the working press here in New York City. We value the free press. We value free speech. And we will not be silenced by CEOs sitting in a C-suite that do not understand what it means to be real New Yorkers who leave our houses every single day to do what we love, to speak what we feel, and to protect democracy. I'm here because it is important for us to stand together in this moment and send a clear message that we will not bow to and we will not be cowards in the face of fascism. Let me tell you this. I stood with the Writers Guild and SAG-AFTRA just a year ago. And we won big. Because New York City is a labor town. And that means that in addition to bringing Jimmy Kimmel back, those jobs that are lost when CEOs decide to silence us must also come back. And I also want to give a shout out to the daily news workers who in this moment are also striking against a venture capital company who is gutting newsrooms across this city. Let me be clear, it is one fight. One fight for workers and one fight for democracy. And we will stand with you and we will win. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. I'd now like to introduce a member of our Writers Guild of America East Council, Liz Hines.
Sam. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. And I just want to give a quick shout out to our newly elected president, Tom Fontana. This is an amazing turnout. It's really heartening to see. I also just want to let everyone know that we will be flyering here to the audiences that come to ABC shows 9:15 this Monday. We hope a lot of you will come out and join us again. Because despots are not created, they don't come out of nowhere, they are enabled. And so every single inch that we cede to an autocrat is an inch ceded by cowards. Donald Trump is not a wise or brave man. We don't have to let him do this. And corporations cannot be trusted to not bend the knee. Not every politician is Brad. Not every politician can be trusted to not bend the knee. So it is organized labor that remains the best and only antidote to fascism. Solidarity forever, freedom of speech for all. Thank you so much.
If I can now bring up another one of our members, late night writer and friend, Greg Gawinski.
Hi, I found out I was giving a speech about 3 seconds ago, but look, we can waste a lot of time talking about the hypocrisy of MAGA, but you can't be a hypocrite if you don't have any values. They have one value, it's power. They have power, they're exercising it through the FCC, they're exercising it through impoundments, they're exercising it through the Supreme Court, whatever they can, they're exercising power. In the same way that the Writers Guild and SAG and IATSE and all of us stood together and won a strike before, we can only win this the same way, power. Brendan Carr said that the reason this is happening is because so many people were calling the affiliates saying, I'm disgusted, I hate this, how can this be on TV? He's lying. But what isn't a lie is that we will tell our members, our fans, and our audiences to call those same affiliates. To tell those affiliates that freedom of speech is mandatory if we are going to watch their channels, if we are going to support their networks, if we are going to subscribe to their streaming services. They must support freedom of speech if we are going to support them. So stay strong, keep your power, call your affiliates, do not give up. We are going to win.
When we fight! When we fight! When we fight! When we fight!
Can you hear me? Well, we want the fascists to hear us too. I'm Assemblymember Tony Simone. I represent Hell's Kitchen, Chelsea, some of the west side of Central Park West, Times Square, a really cool district. I'm here, I would have been here yesterday, but the fascists arrested some of my colleagues and I, with our great leader Brad Lander and my assembly colleagues, trying to protect our immigrant neighbors and constituents, and even, I was there also for my family. My mom is Latina from Peru, and for my cousins, too, who are undocumented and living in fear right now. But today, we're here on a different fight. I want to thank the unions who are here, the Writers Guild. We need you in this fight. You were there in the past when this happened to us, and it's happening again too quickly. The red alert is now. Tell the Democratic Party, my colleagues who think writing a letter is not enough anymore. We may need to shut down the government. We need a national strike. We can't follow the old playbook anymore. We need to talk to these corporate bosses. Many of them